this afternoon's amateur first ever 2009 National Casting Tournament. We do have a winner. It was awesome. We had a cast off. We had a tie. We had a victory lap. That's right. That's right. I do want to mention we did have somebody in here who did have a lower score. Leanne, could you raise your hand? Leanne in the back. Leanne actually had the lowest score of the course, but as per our rules, she has competed in a previous casting tournament and stuff like that, so she was ineligible to win the kayak. But Leanne, great showing. Thank you very much for coming out.
All right, Leanne.
And we'll see you on Sunday. See you on Sunday. All right, so the winner of this year's first ever National Casting Tournament is David Lovegren from Bend, Oregon. The winner. Come on up here. It was a tight match. We had to have two casts off, actually. Dave and Tom both got into the target, the very first shot of the second target. We had to move to the third target of hole number 2 right across the street. So way to go, Dave. Nice to go. Nice to go. I'm sure we'll get to the rest of the kayak later, but the paddle will have to do for now.
Now he has to go on a professional tour next week, tomorrow.
Well, we'll see if Dave wants to go professional next year. Yeah, yeah. You want to try it tomorrow?
I'll come next year.
He'll come next year. But huge thanks to all the volunteers for making this happen. Huge thanks to all the participants coming out for this very first year. All the ladies, all the men, we thank you very much, everybody. We do have some special announcements to be made. Deschutes TU and some folks from TU here who are helping to sponsor this entire event that have put together the fantastic volunteers to help us put on the event. I'd like to bring up Ted Brownrigg, Darek, Staab, and Gabe, Parr, because they have absolutely done a tremendous job for helping us put this together. Big round for those guys. Tori Myler. Come on.
Hey guys, thanks everybody for coming out. It was a fun event, and surprising, it was just great weather, and it all worked out well for us. Appreciate all the volunteers, the competitors. More importantly, I'd like to thank the people from Central Oregon Fly Fishers and the Sun River Anglers for stepping up and providing a lot of support to us for our volunteers and stuff. And I want to just say one thing before I give it up to Gabe and the rest of the group here, is that it's important to be involved in conservation work. Fly fishing's fun, and it's fun because of all the work that we do behind the scenes. It's protecting the streams, doing conservation work, helping out with education, doing advocacy work, battling it out in the legislature, whatever we need to do. So I encourage you to get involved in any organization. I pitch TU. They do a great job nationwide. We do a lot of work here locally. But get involved in any organization that's involved in doing conservation work in the Deschutes Basin or anywhere for wherever you're from. So I encourage you to get involved, do the work that's needed to protect the streams and the areas around that we treasure so much in this area. So thanks for participating here, get involved. And I want to introduce the guy that put most of this together for us tonight for the TU, and it's Gabe Parr. He did a great job for us.
All right, Gabe.
I'm not really used to being up behind the mic. I'm usually the guy making sure that the mic's actually working. So I'll keep this short.
Speak into the mic.
Thanks again to Central Oregon Fly Fishers, Sun River Anglers, to the Orvis store here in Bend, to the representatives that came from Orvis from back east that traveled such a long way to come out here and help us with this event. I'd like to make a special note to one of our members that drove here just on a whim from Reno, and that's Mike. He was actually out there competing today, and he came out here to give us a little help as far as the rest of the weekend goes. To Tori and Hutch and Kevney and Ryan and the rest of the crew here at Orvis, having a space like this available to even have everybody here is phenomenal. And I totally appreciate all the help that they've given us along the way, especially to announce it to so many people around the country, and to really put Bend on the map as far as having this type of tournament and having this type of turnout. And without further ado, I'm going to bring Darek Staab, our program manager from our national representative from Trout Unlimited, up here to talk a little bit.
So as Ted stated, it's great to be able to be involved with any local organization, help with conservation, help with restoration, help with education. I want to throw out 4 pitches to be able to do things this fall. And first one, and all this is on a sheet that's right over at that table, so please come by to grab some information. Think about what you're doing this fall. If you have a chance to get out with either students or a restoration effort, that would be huge to be able to help out with the effort. Number 1 is working with ODFW. They're looking for support on a bull trout monitoring project. They need folks to be able to help with their bull trout study. So give that some thought. Number 2, White Shoes Creek, an enormous restoration effort. We're helping out with one important weekend for planting, but the Land Trust and the Watershed Council has been doing amazing work out there, and we're going to be helping with them October 17th and 18th, planting a ton of plants for that stream restoration project. Number 3, if you enjoy education and mentoring students, in order to be able to get them out in the field, get them in really small learning groups, it takes people to be able to support that process. So we're working with Wolf Tree to be able to do great natural resource education in the area, and we need some mentors. So that's number 3. Last one is the Crooked River. If folks haven't noticed, it's pretty degraded in sections and needs a lot of support. We're going to be working with the Watershed Council, the Crooked River Watershed Council, doing restoration work around Prineville. So they're working on Ochigo Creek and they're working on the Crooked just below town. They need a lot of support with woody debris, planting projects, and removing some weeds. So please think about these efforts. Come by, visit me over there at the table. And thanks everybody for a huge day, a great turnout.
Shoveling Park, we're gonna grade Shoveling Park for the kids to fish also.
Great, so helping with the dredging project in Shoveling Park. Give that some thoughts.
Go ahead and put 'em on the
Three
spot.
bulldozer. All right, thank you so much everybody. Thanks so much, Orvis.
Not going to take too much more of your time, but I just want to give a big thank you to each of you as we talk about conservation. We're here to have a great time with this event. It's a lot of fun. We compete, but in the end, part of the proceeds from this event go toward conservation here locally. So just the fact that you came and participated, you're helping with those efforts. So let's have a big hand for everybody here. Really,